And I'm letting them in.
Mhm. Ah,
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for being here, for showing interest. Thank you for all those who were there on Tuesday, but also thanks everyone for joining the second session, online info session around Simone Veil Prize. My name is Sonja Vilicic, and I'm a project manager at APJ. Before we start, I just want to share what will happen today. So on Tuesday, we had already one session that was a little bit more detailed about the prize and categories and eligibility. Today, we will cover that also, but a little bit shorter because we want to leave as much space as we can for questions and maybe just showing you the website if you have any questions regarding how to apply, etc., etc. You will get a recording of the first session as well and of this session. So if there is still something unclear after this session, you can always write to us or you can watch the recording. Before we start, I just want to introduce our consortium. So Simone Veil Prize is run by GOPA PACE, and APJ. I don't see everyone on the screen, so I will ask Alina to help me if somebody from our members from GOPA or GOPA PACE are already here.
So far, I haven't seen. Yes, Felicie is here.
I am.
Hello,
I'm
Felicie.
Checked and you weren't in yet, but okay.
I'm here.
I'm also here.
Yeah,
Perfect.
the GOPA family. Hello everyone, my name is Felicie Kertudo. I'm the project manager on the Simone Veil Prize initiative on GOPA.com's side. We are mainly in charge of the communication campaign, so anything related to social media, press and media relations. I'm the go-to person, so really excited about getting the applications in and kicking off the first edition. Miguel, over to you.
Thanks, Felicie. Hi, everyone. My name is Miguel Senra. I'm working with GOPA PACE, also together with our director, Van Sankuri, that cannot be here today. From our side, in this consortium, what we'll be taking care of is the community of practice that will be created right after the first award ceremony. So we are very much looking forward to work with all of you in the near future and to kick off this prize.
Thank you very much. And now we'll ask Alina to introduce APJ team. Paul and I'm here, but also what is APJ, if you can tell us.
Yes, hello everyone. I am Alina Marinchan, and with Sonia and Paul and Victor Sorensen, who is our director and couldn't make it today. We're running this project, first edition of Simone Veil Prize. Before I start presenting the APJ, maybe Paul also introduce yourself. Paul is our colleague representing the communication of APJ.
Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Paul Sanchez. I'm communications officer at the EPJ. I am also the one in charge of newsletters, social media, and external communications on our end. I am here offering technical support today for the meeting. So great to have you all with us.
Thank you, Paul. He's more than just technical support, trust me. He's most of the times a solid moral support. But going back to our organization, the APJ, also known as the European Association for Preservation and Promotion of Jewish Culture and Heritage, is a European network that brings together public institutions and heritage professionals committed to safeguarding and promoting Jewish heritage across Europe. For more than 20 years, APJ has worked to support Jewish cultural heritage as an integral part of Europe's shared history and cultural diversity. Through initiatives like the European Route of Jewish Heritage and Cultural Route of the Council of Europe, or the European Days of Jewish Culture, and a wide range of European cooperation projects, we work to strengthen the visibility of Jewish heritage, to foster intercultural dialogue, to support local communities, and to contribute to more inclusive understanding of European history and identity. It is therefore very meaningful for APJ to be involved in the implementation of the Simone Veil Prize, as of course it reflects many of the values and objectives that have guided our work for more than 20 decades. Sonia, I think for today, I'm going to stop here as a presentation. Back to you.
Thank you very much. It's again back to you because we would like to hear who Simone Veil was. So if you can just share a few things who she was, that will be great.
Certainly, just a moment. Okay. Hold on, I'm having some technical issues here.
Your time.
All right. I will make last time for those who were who also joined us on Tuesday. There was a longer presentation, but I'm gonna be brief today. Simone Veil was a French lawyer, politician, feminist, Holocaust survivor, and leading advocate of European unity. She is remembered for the contribution to women's rights, social justice, Holocaust remembrance, and the development of the European Union. She was born Simone Jacob in Nice, France, on July 13, 1927. She grew up in a close-knit family. During the World War II, her life changed dramatically under Nazi occupation, and in March 1944, at the age of 16, she was arrested by the Gestapo, along with her mother and siblings. The family was deported to Auschwitz-Birkenau, where she endured harsh conditions and forced labor. Later transferred to Bergen-Belsen, she was liberated in April 1945. After returning to France, she learned that her father and brother had died in the Holocaust. After the war, Veil studied law and political science and became a magistrate. She worked to improve prison conditions and advance women's rights. In 1974, she was appointed French Minister of Health. Committed to preventing future conflicts in Europe, Simone Veil supported European integration. In 1979, she was elected president of the European Parliament. After the first direct elections by universal suffrage, she was both the first president of the directly elected parliament and the first woman to hold the position. Later, she served as a Minister of State, a member of France's Constitutional Council, and the president of the Foundation of the Memory of the Shoah. In 2008, she joined the Académie Française. Following her death in 2017, she was honored with burial in the Panthéon in Paris, recognizing her remarkable service to France and Europe. And I'm going to stop here for now. You're free to browse the internet. There are many resources on her biography and life. Sonia?
Thank you very much, Alina. Now we will start talking about the prize. I want to remind everyone that it's annual prize and it's a cultural award co-funded by Creative Europe program of the European Union, which means also that if this year your application will not be selected as a winner, you will have, of course, chance next year and hopefully in the future as well. The prize is built in the line with the EU strategy on combating anti-Semitism and fostering Jewish life. And this prize recognizes Jewish heritage as a power tool for dialogue, inclusion, resilience, countering anti-Semitism and discrimination. And we emphasize this because it's connected to what type or kind of the projects we are looking for. So we understand Jewish heritage as a living heritage and a tool for dialogue, inclusion, and education. Although we think that preservation is very, very important, we are not looking for projects that are built around preservation, but we are looking for projects that have a connection and impact today. Who can apply to this prize? It can be individuals, organizations, or institutions. Countries are covered by, you can apply if your country is participating in Creative Europe program, and you can apply maximum with 2 applications in 2 different categories. Price structure, I guess you maybe got familiar with it, but we want to cover it. There are 5 different categories that you can apply with your projects for. There will be up to 25 finalists chosen by jury, and there will be selected 5 winners also chosen by jury that will get this prize. So let's just go, I will just go very fast over these 5 categories. We are also aware that your project can fit into multiple categories, which is completely fine. But when you decide on with which category you will apply, just think about your most dominant goal or most dominant impact with the project, and that will help you define the category. So if we speak about shared history, in the nutshell, these are the projects that explore how Jewish history connects with broader European history. As some examples of the project, it can be a project that documents stories of Jewish families who migrated across Europe. It can be a digital archive preserving community memories and family stories, an exhibition highlighting the role of Jewish women in local and European history. We encourage also grassroots initiatives and initiatives that are covering marginalized groups or are based in rural areas. So something that is not obvious is also, of course, very welcome, and we would like to receive applications that are very local, national, or international, for all the categories. Heritage for Dialogue category, it's a project, we are looking for the project that use heritage to encourage understanding, inclusion, and dialogue between communities, interfaith, multi-faith, intercultural project. As examples, it can be a cultural festival that creates opportunity for dialogue between diverse communities. It can be a Jewish, Muslim, Christian dialogue programs built around shared heritage sites, or research projects that explore how heritage can help prevent conflict and strengthen social cohesion. When we speak about heritage, I also want to emphasize that we mean Jewish heritage. It can include other heritage as well, but the focus should be, or the project should be built around Jewish heritage. Not because other heritage is less important, but because there are already prizes for European heritage, and this prize is specifically built to promote and encourage people who are dealing with Jewish heritage. The third category is living heritage, and these are the projects that preserve, revive, or adapt Jewish heritage for present and future generations. If on this call there are participants who are organizing European Days of Jewish Culture, this will be your best fitting category. But among other things, it can be transforming a former synagogue into active community and cultural space, digital reconstruction of lost Jewish neighborhoods, or contemporary artistic interpretation of Jewish traditions and symbols, just an examples. Fourth category is cross-border cooperation. These are the projects involving partners from 2 or more countries that highlight shared stories and connections across border. As a project idea, it can be a joint exhibition created in both countries. It can be a collaborative artistic projects involving partners from multiple countries, or international educational exchanges focusing on shared heritage. The last category is youth and engagement and education. These are the projects that engage young people in learning about, preserving, and promoting Jewish heritage. It can be different school programs exploring local Jewish history, intergenerational programs connecting young people with survivors, witnesses, or community elders, youth exchanges addressing anti-Semitism, diversity, intercultural understanding through heritage. What projects qualify? And I will ask Alina to help us navigate to what projects qualified and eligibility of and all these details. Please, Alina.
Very briefly, the application form is very simple. We think it's user-friendly. The eligibility requirements are just a couple of requirements, meaning the first one, you need to be legally registered or domiciled in countries participating in the culture strand of the Creative Europe program. And we will add in the chat in a couple of minutes the list of the countries who also serve as associated countries to the program, so you'll know for sure if you qualify. Entries must be submitted by individuals or organization with the consent of the project leader or nominee. All partners and stakeholders need to be informed of the application. Of course, you need to sign the ethical code. What you need to take into consideration is the language, that we encourage it to be English, but you're welcome to send it in any other language on the condition that if you don't support it with an English translation, then we will have to use the online available e-translation system, and that may affect the information that you provide in the project. And I think that's about it for now. It's pretty clear and simple on the website and in the documents, but again, just like Sonia said, feel free to reach out. Yes, I will move on with be aware that the application deadline is 31st of July. Make sure that you send it a little bit before, because just like any other project submissions, there will be a bulk of emails probably received. So let's make sure that it gets safe and well on the archive of the website. What happens next is your projects will be evaluated by the will be checked by the Secretariat of the prize, and then they will be forwarded to a panel of jury of 15 people, 15 members jury, and they will evaluate your project. What I want to emphasize is that whatever is written on the application form, you have there a couple of guidelines on what to include when you write your application. I want you to make sure that everything that is written there is taken into consideration and was included in an evaluation grid that the jury will use. Pay attention to the quality and relevance, and when you will read the document, you'll see the guidelines tell you a little bit on how to build your project or your narrative of the project, the European dimension, the impact that it made, and the innovation. You need at least 70 points in order for your project to be taken into consideration. And I think, yes, we've spoken about the timeline, July 31st, August, September, October. It will be the evaluation by the jury, then the announcement of the 25 finalists, and in December there will be a presentation, a ceremony of the 5 award winners. And I think that's about it at this point.
Thank you very much, Alina. Now we will just try to show you a little bit about the website. Just let me know if you can see it. You can see the website, very good. So first of all, on the bottom of the page, you can see, let me just scroll down, you can see a key dates that I think it's good to have in mind and keep in mind. Because we are talking now with applicants for the projects, not for the jury. So if you click here, submit your project, it leads you directly to this section where you can download materials for the applications. I need to stop sharing this one so that I can share maybe, yeah, sorry. Let's do like this. Application form, it's straightforward. You need to fill in, give me just 1 second. Sorry about this. So the application form is straightforward. It's in English, but as Alina said, you can do it in any EU language. Again, we encourage you to do it in English or ask somebody who can help you, because it's always better than for us to translate it however we know. The questions are quite simple. What you need to do with this form is, of course, to save it as a PDF file. Okay. Then next to this form, you have a code of ethics that you need to. It's also in the documents that you can download. You need to read and check if you fit into everything, sign it, and save it as a PDF form. Basically, these are the 2 documents that you need to upload next to pictures. Everything is written in the document that you can see when you download the document. There is a call for applicants in details. All the categories are described, what documents you need to prepare. You need to put everything into PDF, signed, and upload it on the website. At this point, I think it's I think it's quite clear. If anyone has trouble accessing any of these documents, or you don't know how to upload it, please write to us and we will try to help you. We are currently making some corrections on the website. You can't send the application to the email. It needs to go through the system. So it needs to be uploaded on the website. We have here a team from GOPA who can help us if you face any challenges. Okay, I think now what we would like to do is we would like to open it for questions. And we will, maybe Paul, can you remove the spotlight? That will be great, thank you. You can unmute and ask questions, or you can post them in a chat. Aniko, please feel free to unmute.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, I'm Aniko from Hungary, Budapest, from Haver Foundation. I would have a very practical question related to the application form. There is a box where we should write costs of the project initiative, and it says that we should write here all the funding partners or the type of funding, and after that it says that European Union or EEA Norway grants. So exclusively only we should indicate here the EU and Norway grants which relate to the project, or every type of fundings, and for how long. So for example, if we apply with a project that exists for decades, so we have to go back. So what should we write here? Another question related to photos. So it's a separate PDF document. They should upload to the system, right? So this is the
Yes, but the photos also, let me, do you have more questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, so regarding the photos, I know it's confusing. You need to put them in the Word document and make a PDF out of it, right? Otherwise, it will be too big because there is a limitation of how heavy the documents can be. Regarding the ongoing projects, because also on Tuesday people ask, yes, we are very happy with ongoing projects. It shows your sustainability. Our advice, we can, if we see it's not a good advice, we will let you know by email. But my advice would be that you concentrate on last 3 years. Okay, also in terms of how much it costs and who were the supporters, but also emphasize there from when to when the project, when is the beginning of the project. So it's running for 10 years, great, put it somewhere, but maybe in terms of impact, concentrate on last 3 years, and in terms of budget as well, and whoever you mentioned. Regarding the EU funding, maybe Alina, you had some insights into it. Should they write all the funders or just these two that are mentioned?
Well, the funding situation is, as it was said before, as Sonia mentioned several times, is just to show the consistency of your project and how solid it is in terms of self-sustainability. So that can influence the evaluation. There's no requirement that will affect your evaluation if you have this type of funding or this, or for 10 years or for 5 years, because there's so many other things that will be evaluated. This will not be evaluated. If you say there was no funding, fine. If all the rest is you know, if it's your own funding and it wasn't part of any of the projects, then, and you have the objectives, the impact, and the innovative, nobody will cut off points because you don't have you've missed some of the partnerships in terms of financial. So we added that just because it's important at some point to see what kind of dynamic there is between your project and other institutions and other frames of financing and things like this. But nobody will you know, yeah.
Yeah, I think also the question was, should they just mention these two, right? EU funding, or my suggestion is,
Yes.
I guess if they funded it, mention them. If not,
Yeah.
mention others. I think
Yes.
I guess EU will measure how many projects that they funded are part of this, prize. I guess that's the point. As Alina said, the amount of your budget and who funds it will not influence, because we are also looking for small grassroots initiatives as well as big projects. So,
Right.
okay.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I will try to, I'm reading a chat also, but also please feel free to ask the questions. Helene, I'm on your question. Is the money to win a reward or a grant? Do people have to prepare a budget to justify their need of money? No, it's a prize, and it's a prize for the project that you already did. Okay, and you have absolutely you can feel free to do with it whatever you want. That's yeah, it's a prize for your great work. So that's the concept. Nives asked, maybe Nives, can you unmute it? It will be maybe easier for me. If you can tell me what were your questions, if you feel comfortable doing that.
Okay, pretty practical one. I'm curious what we should write under relevant participants. I saw there is a question, relevant participants, and I don't know what that's supposed to mean in my project. And how can we confirm consent under I confirm that I have the authorization of the organization? There is a square, but nothing can be written inside of this little square. So this was the first two questions, and I have another two. Should we make just one PDF of all documents, like the ethnic code and the application, like one PDF of that and another PDF for photos, or differently, whatever? And fourth question is, should I register the Jewish Culture Month in category 3? Because you just said the European Days of Jewish Culture should be in category 3. Even though we also create opportunities for dialogue between diverse communities within the program, like category 2. So maybe you can give me an advice, maybe a good one. Thank you.
Oh, well, wow, Nives. Great questions. So let's start from the end. Alina, Alina, go on, and then I'll begin.
I would start with the beginning. So the box there, you don't need to say anything in the box. By submitting this, you read it, you saw it, and you are fully responsible that what is there, it's in compliance with what was requested from you. So you don't need to do anything. In terms of relevant participants, this also can help to understand the jury, who are the participants in the project, who is the manager or coordinator, or I don't know, partners or volunteers, or these would be the partners. I don't know. That kind of information is requested there. Who are the key players in the project? That's about it. So that was. I'll leave it to you, Sonia, now.
Okay, so there was a question about which category European Days of Jewish Culture fit, because you are also doing interfaith dialogue and that. So my suggestion is to think, what do you do more? Okay, in one European Days of Jewish Culture, do you explore more Jewish culture eternally for Jewish community members? They're completely engaged and immersed in it. Or you're aiming as a Jewish community to build dialogue through European Days of Jewish Culture. So it's just the question of what is more. Again, you fit in both categories, so don't worry, you won't miss the category, right? But for example, if you have a project that is just about dialogue and you want to submit two, then yeah, European Days of Jewish Culture can be in living, yeah, in the other category.
And about PDFs, please.
About PDFs, I will ask Felice and Miguel to respond to that. If they know if it's better to merge everything into one PDF, or they should send it as a separate PDFs, or they should upload it as separate PDFs.
I mean, that's pretty up to you. Sometimes it's actually easier to merge a PDF into a single one because it reduces the size as well. And because we have a size limitation, then it would avoid going through any IT issues. So that would be my advice, but that's my own personal experience speaking.
Thank
also
you.
maybe to complement what Felicie said, I would also suggest to only upload one single document, because like this you will avoid that you will have two and maybe one of them will just get not looked at, or like this you will only present one document. It will be easier to to safeguard, basically.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Walter, can you maybe just clarify a little bit your question? You mean when project needs to end, or?
Yeah, no. Hello to everybody. My question is the
Hi.
following: for the projects to be completed between 2023 and 2026, if a project to be completed in 2023, most probably you have to start it on 2022 or 2021. So what is exactly the criteria? If a project is started before this period, but is completed in 2023, is it kosher? Is it inside?
Thank you for your
Thank you.
question. Alina, can I ask you maybe to
Sure. So
respond?
what you're asking, this is the picture. There's a project who began in 2021, let's say.
For example,
Yes. And you are wondering if it stopped in 2023, if it's eligible.
it's not stopped, it's completed, which means
It's
it's running
completed.
to 23, 24, 25, etc.
Definitely.
Okay.
Everything that started before 2023 is eligible. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. There's no, but within this frame, these 3 years, they need to have had at least one cycle of implementation, so that you can tick all the boxes, the objective, the impact, and all that. So you need a full project to have been completed. If it was completed several times for many years, that's even better. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alina. Somebody who is carrying my name asked a question about the upcoming projects. Can you maybe clarify what do you mean? Like, do you mean the projects that are still not implemented?
I think I know what they mean. It's a bit similar to in the same frame as Walter. So it's a pilot. If this was a pilot and it was completed within this time frame, 2023, 2026, yes, it's eligible, but it needs to have been completed, even if it was only one time. It doesn't matter that it was only a pilot and you know or you don't know if this will happen again. So definitely, if it has one cycle of completion, it's eligible. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you've answered my question, which is we are working on it. It was scheduled for April, and then the funder was late, and we had to reschedule it for November. So we are still, designing. We will not have, by the time of your application, we will not be able to provide you with, we had this many participants and, here's the media reports,
Yes.
et cetera. We can tell you about all the exciting
Yeah.
things we have planned.
I know.
But unfortunately, we will not have, it will be in 2026. It will be finished by the third week of November, but it won't be, you said through 2026, but it's actually only through, June 30th, basically of 2026 is what it sounds like.
Actually,
it's
thank you.
January.
Yeah, actually, it needs to like the project. Wow, my brain stopped. The project end of the project was January 2026.
Okay.
Right? It's not July, it's not November, it's January 2026, which means that next year you will be able to apply with it.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that. I apologize for
it's fine.
taking the time.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, sure.
It's also maybe one thing, Sonia, I think this is also something important to highlight for all of you that maybe are in the same situation. Just please consider that there will be at least there will be 3 ceremonies at least, or 3 awards are coming in the next 3 years. So if your projects are still not ready and you believe that maybe it's too soon for you, there is always next year. We are always open for questions, for supporting you. So take this into consideration that, okay, maybe this year it might be too soon, but there's always next year and the year after. So especially for those projects that are still doing this the baby steps or in the first initial stages. So yeah.
I would like to take the chance to put a question also. My project is running until 2006 and it will be continued. And the time frame from 23 to 26, it's actually a kind of burning glass. So I did some new things in in the last 2 years, but it's actually a fluid process since 21 years. So the question is, can I also use material to from maybe 2017 as pictures and images and information, for instance?
If I understand you correctly, it's a fluid project and it's still going on, right? And in 2026 and 27, you will have some activities. But in the last 3 years, did you have any activities with it?
Yes, very much. But I also would like to make the base was laid maybe in 2018, 19, for instance. And I now process this research materials and things very strongly. And my question is, can I also upload, for instance, images of this time from 2018, 2020, and so on?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we need some time to think about it. I'm not sure that the images from many years ago are valid for this, but maybe in the application you can describe what you did in the last 10 years and maybe concentrating more on last 3 years. But if Alina doesn't have other answer, maybe let us think internally and discuss it internally, and then we will come back to you. We have your email that you registered for Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, perfect.
There's a question about the video. Maybe Paul can tell us.
No, the video has not been sent out yet. We will upload it to the AEPJ YouTube channel. And we have to consider how else to make sure it reaches you. Probably email, but it's going to be, I imagine, over the course of this week.
Gracias.
Anyone else? Do you have more questions, concerns? Can we help you at this point in any way?
I have just a curiosity, a quick question. First, how many people apply actually in the last time the project was open?
It's the first time it's open, so we can tell you that in a year.
It's the first time. I was thinking it was,
Yeah.
but in the past, you don't have so many people in the past. Really, I was sure. Like, I get it. It's the first time. I get it. Interesting. So,
Yeah,
thank you.
for us as well. But next year we can get back to that question.
So that
Luciano,
means
will be-
it's gonna be very interesting because like the competition is gonna be very, very high because like all the people gonna send that. So it's very interesting. So it's gonna be So like yeah.
I think it's
The
a
winner
pretty
this year
amazing.
is gonna be like a master person for sure.
I hope next year as well. It's just amazing to see how many people are doing things around Jewish heritage. I think that's beautiful.
Nice.
Whoever wins, great, but also for whoever participates. I mean, you're all doing great stuff, so go for it.
Thank you.
Maybe some questions from chat. Soli, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. If you were a partner of a project that other countries or organizations will apply as well, does it create a problem? No, because they are the lead one, and if they win, they win, right? You won't get their prize, but if you decide differently, that's up to you. But you can apply with your individual project. if you are mentioned because you were partner on some other projects, it's completely fine. It's not counted as your project. That's what I'm saying. So you have two projects independently to apply with. Veronica, yes, one organization can submit 2 projects, but you need to submit them obviously in different categories. Otherwise, you're competing yourself as well, which doesn't really make sense. So yes, 2 projects are maximum and 2 different categories. Any more questions, thoughts, ideas? Okay. Ulrike, we will get back to you, I promise, probably next week. You all have our emails are on the website. You can write to us on info email with any questions and concerns. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time to respond because there are many questions, but we will get back to you. Okay, you still have time. As Alina said, maybe don't wait until last day. Usually the website collapses. Hope it will not be the case, but we all know we all submitted many applications. So we wish you good luck, really, and we hope that we will see you soon, maybe in December. If not, then next year on the call for sure. Please feel free to reach out. We are here to help in anything that you need.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you. See you soon.